What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Jonathan Irizarry, and before we get to anything, we're gonna drop the social media handles right here. Follow me on everything: Instagram, TikTok. I'm new to TikTok, guys. Let me get warmed up. We're gonna be throwing these bad boys on there too. I'm also gonna make sure that I'm leaving all the links in the description box below. But welcome once again to another episode of Izzy's Easy Recipes. Today we're going to be making something absolutely phenomenal. All right, you guys have heard of Taco Bell's Crunch Wrap. Well, we're gonna do a nice macro-friendly version of that dish right there. But instead of using ground beef, today we're gonna be using ground venison. Absolutely phenomenal. All right, I love venison. It has a little bit of some gamey kind of flavor to it, but it's just so good, so good. And I know that you guys are gonna love this. But of course, you guys can swap bison, venison, ground turkey, ground chicken, any sort of ground meat into this dish. If you're vegan, do the ground meat bits in there as well, you know? So this is definitely something that can be used in multiple ways. But anyways, let's get started. All right, first things first, guys, we're gonna turn the stove on high. I'm not gonna leave it on high, but I wanna make sure that the pan gets nice and hot before I apply the meats. You guys get that one right. You know, Arby's, we got the meats. But yeah, so before we apply that, we're gonna go ahead and roast these frozen peppers and onions. So check this out, guys. You guys can get these at any grocery store. They're the long versions, so it's gonna go very well with this dish. Honestly, dude, we're just gonna throw this in there like that. It's about half the bag. Turn it on. So we're gonna put it on air fry and press go. Boom. I'm not gonna do 20 minutes. We're probably gonna leave this in here for about 5 or 6 minutes. Let it cook down and soften up. Let's apply some cooking spray. I like to use coconut oil. The temperature of coconut oil is good. It also leaves a good flavor for everything that you cook it in. Ground venison. This is actually was hunted down and murdered by my friend. Is it murder or is it kill? We killed it. We killed it. But if the vegan people are gonna say they murdered something. But yeah, no. This is a fresh venison, not from the store. 1 pound. Like I mentioned before, you guys can use ground beef, ground turkey, ground chicken, any ground meat, ground bison. I'm gonna break it up a little bit. I'm gonna let this cook first. We're gonna put the top on it. By applying the top, this is actually gonna allow the heat and the steam to stay within the pan, and it's gonna allow it to cook more evenly and a lot quicker than normal. Then we'll apply the seasonings on there, and then I'm gonna chop it up using the meat chopper, you know, make it look good for you guys, and then we're gonna make the crunch wraps for you guys. All right, guys, so we're gonna bring the heat down to medium heat. Before we apply any seasonings and spices, we're gonna chop it up. If you don't have one of these, guys, this little meat chopper, get on Amazon and buy you one. Super fucking sick. You literally get that super diced up taco meat texture. And the great thing about venison is it's extremely, extremely lean. So you're not gonna see a lot of fat in the pan. You're not gonna have to rinse out any fat or anything like that. Very, very low on fat. Look at that texture. Perfectly ground up meat. Way better than using a spatula. So that's exactly what we want. That's the texture we want right here. So we're gonna go with the Mostaccio spice from Flavor Gangs. Again, I'm gonna leave you guys the link in the description. Gorilla J is the code. Because this is gonna give us that little bit of chipotle smoky flavor. Can't go wrong with adding more garlic pepper or garlic powder. Garlic, because your boy loves garlic. And then I like things to be a bit spicy. So we're gonna toss in some cayenne. All right, that's a lot of cayenne. It's gonna be hot. I like it hot, all right? So now we got the seasonings in there. Oh yeah, you smell that? One last thing, guys. Flavor Gang SMV sauce. We're just gonna pour this in. It's gonna just give us that, ooh, that nice little touch. And it's also gonna allow the meat to have a bit more moisture to it. It's not gonna be dry. Now we're gonna turn the heat off. Just gonna mix that all the way in. Boy, bro, oh my God, guys. Woo. I'm just saying. Toss that in. Got the roasted peppers, like that. Look at that. That's money. That's money. Boom. All right. So we're just gonna have the heat off, put the top on, so that way it can stay warm. Now we're gonna clean this real quick. Okay, so now to the crunch wrap. We're gonna we got our spinach herb carb balance. So I would prefer actually having the bigger tortillas because it makes it a little bit easier, but this is gonna work. What I like about these carb balance tortillas, guys, check out the macros. 3.5 grams of fat, 18 carbs. Look at that, 15 grams of fiber. So if you're having trouble going to the bathroom, this is it. Super simple. First, we're gonna layer the cheese. So we're looking at about 10 grams of cheese, fat-free. If you don't want fat-free, you can use 2% lower fat, so that way you're not getting all the calories in like you normally would with a full fat version. Take a scoop. So remember, this is a pound of meat. I would say with 3 tortillas, we're gonna probably get about 8 ounces. So that's about half of the pound. So we're just gonna scoop. Man, this is freaking wow. All right. Try to see if I can do this without having the bigger tortillas, which I should be able to. You know, they're gonna be a little bit smaller. So you're just gonna basically roll it up like a burrito. And then we're gonna place the folded side down in the air fryer, like that. We're gonna make one more. Because what the air fryer is gonna do is gonna basically seal this, right? See me rolling, they hating. So we got 3 crunch wraps ready to go in the air fryer. This beautiful air fryer can make up to 6 crunch wraps at one time. So we're gonna turn it back on, air fry, put it on air fry. All we're gonna do is put in for 5 minutes at 400, press go, and just let it do its thing. Gang. All right, guys, so these are the crunch wraps here. You can feel the texture is nice and crunchy. Now, of course, they're not like all the way closed and stuff. Can't be perfect all the time. These are smaller versions of the tortillas. But what we can use here is we can use any salsa to dip it in. 1 second. We also have this is the Chipotle aioli sauce from Flavor Gang. It is unlabeled because it is that special. It is amazing. We can also use this to dip it in as well. I mean, anything, guys. But let's go ahead. Let's bite into one of these. A little taste test. Let's see if we can get a little ASMR action in here. Woo. Wow. Let me get a minute. Chew it up. We nailed this. We get a little bit of the cheesy action from the cheese. You can taste the sweetness of the SMV in here as well. So it has a good contrast with the spiciness that we added with the cayenne. Also, you have that smoky flavor coming along with the seasoning, the spices that we added in there. Nice blend with the peppers and onions. Absolutely perfect, guys. If you guys don't try this, you're missing out big time. All right, so Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Once again, as always, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you guys next time.